Hello everyone, I'm Miss Dina, and welcome to our mathematics lesson on 3D shapes and nets. Three-dimensional shapes are objects that have length, width, and height. These shapes are part of our everyday environment. In this lesson, we will explore the properties of 3D shapes and how they are made. We will also learn about nets, which are flat shapes that can be folded to form 3D objects. Understanding these concepts helps students visualize shapes in space.
A 3D shape is a solid object that takes up space. Examples include cubes, spheres, cones, and cylinders. These shapes have faces, edges, and vertices. Faces are the flat surfaces, edges are where two faces meet, and vertices are the corners. Understanding these features helps students describe 3D shapes clearly. Recognizing 3D shapes is important in geometry.
Each 3D shape has its own unique properties. For example, a cube has 6 square faces, while a cylinder has curved surfaces and circular faces. Some shapes have flat surfaces, while others have curved ones. These properties help us identify different shapes. Learning these features helps students compare and describe shapes accurately.
The faces of 3D shapes are often made up of 2D shapes. For example, a cube has square faces, and a pyramid may have triangular faces. Identifying these faces helps students understand how 3D shapes are constructed. This connection between 2D and 3D shapes is important in geometry. It helps students visualize how shapes are formed.
A net is a flat arrangement of shapes that can be folded to form a 3D object. When the net is folded along its edges, it creates the solid shape. For example, a cube net is made up of 6 connected squares. Nets help students understand how 3D shapes are built. This makes it easier to visualize objects.
Students can learn to match nets to the 3D shapes they form. By looking at the arrangement of shapes, they can predict the final object. For example, a net with rectangular faces may form a rectangular prism. This skill helps students develop spatial awareness. Practicing this improves understanding of shape construction.
"3D shapes are found in many real-life objects. For example, boxes are shaped like cubes or rectangular prisms, balls are spheres, and cans are cylinders. Recognizing these shapes helps students connect mathematics with the real world. This makes learning more meaningful and practical.
In this lesson, we explored the properties of 3D shapes and how they are formed. We learned about faces, edges, and vertices, and how 2D shapes make up 3D objects. We also discovered how nets can be folded into 3D shapes. These concepts help students understand shapes more deeply. With practice, students can confidently identify and describe 3D shapes.